let's go just down the road to College Station and talk about the Aggies. Wide receiver core, by the way, talked about Texas a moment ago. Another group that might need to kind of join that receiver core, or at least the top tier receiver cores. I think A&M's in the conversation. They are in the conversation. I think you can make a strong case that in the SEC, they're probably the best wide receiver core. LSU would certainly have a say in that. Georgia might have a say in that. Tennessee, with the emergence of some, might have a say in that. A couple others, perhaps. But, man, it's going to be tough to beat A&M when it comes to what they have from a personnel standpoint. All right, we already know that Moose Muhammad. We already know Evan Stewart. Now they're using Evan Stewart in a whole bunch of different ways, jet sweeps, motions, moving him around. We know Aniyah Smith's versatility. Aniyah Smith has actually been getting reps at running back some just to create even more issues for the opposing defense. That's a position he played back in the day. And if he now put him on the field, man, he might play running back, he might play slot receiver. What do I cover him with? That's going to cause a lot of problems for opposing defenses. The running back situation, by the way, at A&M, starting to clarify just a little bit. Amari Daniels kind of working with the ones right now. Le'Veon Moss has been with the twos. And then, of course, I already referenced Aniyah Smith. He's been working in there at the running back spot as well. We know the freshman's coming as well. So they're pretty deep at that position. I think they feel really good about what they have. One bit of bad news, I'm afraid, for A&M, losing Donovan Green. I'm just sick about it. I'm absolutely sick about it. Tore his ACL. He's going to be out for the year. Had a great freshman debut for the most part. I think they had really high hopes for what he could contribute this year. Him and Jake Johnson together as a 1-2 punch at tight end felt like a formidable duo going into the season. Now he's out for the year, so it's going to be up to Jake Johnson. And then the Swedish import, Theo Malin Orstrom. So remember that name. Now, Malin Orstrom still trying to learn the game. I mean, he's from Sweden. He's a big, physical, strong, athletic guy, but learning technique and nuance is something that is not very easy. I played with a guy in New York when I was with the Jets named Hayden Smith. He was from Australia, 6'6", 260 pounds, looked like a Greek god playing tight end. But as far as route running and just understanding the nuance of playing that position in particular, angles on blocking, it was a little bit of a steep learning curve for him. So it'll be interesting. Now, granted, that's the NFL. A little different animal up there. But in college, can Theo Malin Ostrom, can he kind of dominate because he's just a grown man? Perhaps. Worth noting, though. Jake Johnson, by the way, he didn't participate in practice, has a little bit of a lower body injury. He was considerably limping when he was walking, according to people that watched him closely. So need to monitor his availability now, especially with Donovan Green getting banged up, because that could be very impactful as they move into the season. Remember, they got Miami week 2. So, and we don't want to get past week 1, especially based on with New Mexico, especially based on what happened last year. But they should handle the Lobos. No disrespect to Lobos, they'll be fine. But week 2, you better be at 100%. You better be ready to go against the Hurricanes, who should be a whole heck of a lot better.